Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Colorado! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
To throw, it's Sanders. Finds his tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Back to the air one more time. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, and get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Touch pass on the run. And the Buffaloes will have a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Sanders. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Penn State 14, Colorado 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Gets it out fast.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the way.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're going back to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Touchdown, Bucks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Right down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Inside the 35. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. From the 30-yard line on first down. The jet sweep pass. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Has to let this one go off his back foot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's not afraid to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving it.
And they get the sack just like that.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Quarterback checking the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be making.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking for a man, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Inside the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bucks!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to run it. It's Singleton. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
With the score, Colorado 35, Penn State.
They're just about
17.
ready to kick it away.
Number 91, set to advance on the football.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Fires to the big fella.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he's trying to go right down the middle of the field against man coverage, but the safety does a great job reading his eyes. He sees the intended target out of the corner of his eye, beelines over to the football and picks it off.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there. And he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Feeling some heat. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he doinks it off the left upright. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking off. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Looking at a second and short now. To the air, it's Sanders. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Penn State! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. This time it's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and 10 here. They'll run play action. makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
On second down, wants to throw. He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
29.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
At the 19-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 48, Penn State 29.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. It's complete to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Wants to throw on third down. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A first down for the offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They're bringing heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. It's complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quick completion on the out route. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
36.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Nothing but green ahead. Drills him with the stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to throw it again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking for the score. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Hey, you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. It's gave him a little bit of hope.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.